We're in a familiar shop that you guys might remember from a long time ago. Me and DJ used to do a lot of work on this lift, but today we're gonna be working on the Corolla on the ground because this car's in the lift. It should be super easy. This is something that I did like a week ago to test out what axles I needed to buy, and pulling the axles out is super simple. So being on the ground won't be a problem. But anyways, I'll show you what I got. So these are purpose-built axles for the Corolla that are just stronger than the stock axles. What's really cool about these is they've gone through a year almost of testing in Matt Panic's car, and they've been holding up to a beam's power. So that's what I have in this car, and those axles are stock. They're known for shredding to pieces, and these are known for not shredding to pieces. I can finally drift my car without worry after I get these bad boys in. Should be super simple to install, so I guess we'll just get into it. First step is to jack up the car. All of this is either Toyota OEM material. This is obviously not Toyota OEM. Hub is Toyota. The bearings Koyo. And these studs, they are 8 millimeters longer than normal Toyota studs. So that you can get, like, if you need to get the perfect fitment, you can put like a 10 mil spacer or like 8 mil spacer or whatever, and not only have 3 turns on your lug nut.
Hell yeah, you need some more turns, man.
Yo, dude.
Yo, dude.
Yo.
Also, Julio's here helping out today. He's got a YouTube channel. If you want to check it out, I'll have it linked in the description, as well as a link to this stuff if you would like to buy it. Like I was saying, this is going to allow me to drift and not worry about exploding my axles, which will be real nice. I've got a daily driver now, which is also nice, but I don't want to ruin this car still. So I guess we jack up the car now. We might have to get on blocks.
Do we have any electric tools?
No. It's air or caveman?
Caveman it is.
My legs are so sore from pickleball.
Dude, me too. My ass is sore. My glutes. All right, so like I was saying, this is a pretty easy uninstall and install. All you gotta do is take the brakes off, and then there's 4 bolts behind the hub that you pull off, and then you just wiggle the axle out. So it's super simple. I don't know why I thought it would be so much harder than it is, but it's not. Here are these bad boys. Very nice quality. Oh fuck, I wasn't recording. Got it. So you can buy these with the coil bearings and the Toyota hub assembly, but you don't have to. You can buy just the axle and it'll run you less money. But I kind of wanted to upgrade replace my stuff anyways because it's old and moldy. 2 options makes it nice if you don't want to spend all the money. Anytime we can get some hammering action, I love it. There it is. All right, now we just unbolt these 4 bolts. All right, so we're at the point where this should come out.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yay.
Now that's a thin shaft.
Hold in, dude. See how this one is thick all the way up to here? This one is, it starts thick and then tapers, and waits till there to taper. So this has only 1 taper. Also, these are built to twist a tiny bit. So like at this axle's twisting point, this axle would just shatter. So pretty cool that that is somehow built into this. I have no idea about that, like how you would do that, but apparently it's true. So yeah, let's shove this bad boy in, I guess, and hope that we ordered the right ones. There's a way to tell. The way is pretty simple. It's just, I can't remember exactly what it is, but like the Kuki axles have 2 tapers, or the Zenki axles have 2 tapers. I don't remember exactly. But if you're curious, you can message me or message Matt Panic, and he'll help you figure out what axles you have.
Just a little finessing. Hey, like a glove.
Boom, we ordered the right ones.
Hell yeah. Now I can do skids.
Oh, we can do a fat burnout in my parents' driveway.
Yeah, is that the plan?
Yeah.
Oof.
Simple as that.
A baby could do it.
One of the best modifications you can do to the Beam's car, and one of the simplest.
You heard it here first.
All right. Julio's too fast for me. So Julio's side's going in, and that's pretty much it.
Total of like 12 bolts.
Yeah. Very easy stuff. Now I've got these extra ones in case somehow I break those ones. All right, just like that, wheels are going back on.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Out with the old man.
Boom.
Boom. Torque to spec,
Ready
baby.
to do a skid now.
Let's go do some burnouts.
Now this is the time we blow up the diff.
Yeah, something else has to fail now. And it probably won't be the loud ass diff.
Definitely not the loud ass diff. Oh yeah.
Wow, looks better already. It just looks stronger.
Great. Okay, now we call my mom and see if it's okay if we do a burnout in the driveway.
Yeah.
Okay, me and Julio just went and ate some tacos and got some beef jerky, but now I'm gonna take this car up to my parents' house, the driveway that so many of you know so well, and ask my mom if we can do a burnout.
Check out what we found on the ground.
Yeah, so we got like 2 seconds down the road, and I was like, something's not right. A pad fell out. I forgot to
We forgot a pad.
in. So we're just grinding the shit out of the back of the car.
It won't focus. Focus. This beautiful car. How much is left of it? Let's see the goods.
That's as far as it goes, but missing a pad.
Little compression action, get it back in there. Slap the pad in. Hope it's all good.
The back of the rotor's a little grooved up, but yeah, we'll get a new brake set up.
Comment down below if there's any pad material left. What is that?
It's like a spider egg.
Oh, whoa. Was it in your brake?
Yeah.
That was the sauce that was keeping it alive. Crisis averted. We did it.
All right, we should be good now.
Should be ready for the burnout.
Okay, let it warm up a little bit.
Whoa! Getting warmed up, baby. Oof, in its natural habitat. Look at that. In the mud. Alright, it's going down, guys. Get a nice countdown going. Drum roll. Axles work, baby.
Alright, let's leave now.
Hell yeah.
So they work. Thanks, Matt Panic. I also have my harnesses from Mark Panic. Two brothers who do awesome work for the Pacific Northwest and all around the country, and obviously around the world. Matt Panic does the more like the axles and stuff, and then Mark does all the wiring and shit. Huge shout out to the Panic brothers and Panic Made in general. I'll have a link to their website. There you can get wiring, harnesses, axles like I just got from my Corolla. If the axles do well, he plans on making more things for the Corolla, so that would be sick. All your wiring needs, hit up Panic Made. I'll have it in the description, as well as the axles we installed today. So huge shout out to those guys. They do great work and are really well respected in the Northwest. So I'm happy to give them a big old shout out. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the little burnout at the end there. And finally gonna be able to drift the Corolla.
More skids, bro. More skids are coming.
Coming back.